So let's do some ovals. So this is the circle that I have. In circles, all the sides were equal from the center, but in oval, two sides are equal and the other two sides are also equal but slightly smaller. Okay, so then I'm going to connect it like this. So it's going to be narrow here, and then slowly it'll be the distance from the center will be highest here, and then again it will come down and join here. And then join it from here. The ends should not be sharp, okay, and it has to be narrow from here, and then it has to connect this side. See, it has to be narrow here and then wide at the center. So that's how you're going to draw your ovals. Okay, you can draw bigger ovals, smaller ovals. So your exercise is to create a lot of circles and ovals. Let's do some more shapes. Let's do some 3D shapes like cylinder and cone. So let's draw some more 3D shapes. Let's do a cylinder. For that, first I'm drawing a rectangle, and then I'm going to draw a sphere at the top which is very thin, sphere like that. Okay, and then the bottom, the sphere will be slightly bigger because as we move down we'll be able to see more of the bottom, right? So this is basically nothing but a circle, right? In a cylinder, the top is basically a circle, but since we're not seeing it from the top angle, we'll not be able to see it like a circle always. As it moves away from our eyes, it starts to become oval. All right, so now the bottom will be slightly bigger. So my oval is going to go slightly bigger. We will cover this up in a regular course very well. As you know, we'll talk about perspective and all the objects. It's not really possible to teach you in the beginners, first class. So then if this object is an opaque object, then I'm going to remove this. So all I'm left with is this and this shape. Okay, so my cylinder is kind of like that. Okay, now let's do some more shapes. Let's do cone. For cone, I'm doing a triangle first. Okay, so I'm going to join these ends. And then at the bottom, I'm again going to draw the sphere. Let this not be sharp, okay? Give it some rounded feel. A lot of people tend to make that sharp, but it's not sharp. Okay, and if it's an opaque object, you'll remove all this, so you'll be left with something like this. Okay, so you can practice shapes. Ovals are very important. Ovals, circles, cylinders. Okay, everything is like shapes. Like if we talk about this hand, this is also cylinder, right? If I cut it from here, I mean, I mean this is also cylinder. You see, right? So yeah, our fingers, everything is actually cylinder, right? So that's why learning shapes is very very important, because we will be using these shapes to create our drawings. Okay, so let's do some still lifes using the shapes. So let's do some still lifes using the shapes. Let's say you want to draw a pot. So for the top of the pot, the mouth of the pot, I'm drawing a sphere. You can use a 2B pencil. I like 4B pencils and 6B pencils for drawing, but that doesn't allow you to erase off any mistakes completely. But 2Bs, HBs are better for beginners. I like this because this is smoother. So then I'm going to draw for any objects that has symmetry, you would always want to draw the center line. Okay, so then for the neck, let's do a cylinder first. Okay, let's do a cylinder. All right, and then you can give the curves that are there in the pot. Okay, so then here you can do a circle. Okay, we're doing a very basic pot first. Okay, so all right, so I'm doing a and then once I'm confident, I'm going to yeah. So see, it's all symmetrical on both sides. And then if I want to do it, maybe I can extend that line and make a stand. Now the stand will also be equal from both sides. Okay, and then you can join it. So that will give you the right symmetry. Okay, so then you can I'll just draw that darker for you so that you can see how simple and easy was it to draw this using the shapes. And it is also important to draw lightly, because we will be erasing all these lines. I can give it a curve because this is also kind of a sphere at the bottom. All right, now let's try some more still lifes. Let's do a pot that has like a long neck. Let's do here. Okay, so I have the mouth, an oval for the mouth, then two parallel lines. Now this time it has like a long neck, so I'm doing two parallel lines. Okay, so maybe this long, and then I can give it a curve if it has those curves like some surai and all. In India we have those pots, right? So then you can give it a curve. All right, so when you're doing this, see how far you are moving away from this um, parallel line. So you'll have to go this side also the same way. So for things which are symmetrical, that's why it's important to draw that center line. Okay, so I have got the neck, and at the bottom now I'm going to draw an oval this time. We can draw an oval and then connect it the same way. So I'm going to tell you some more methods. Okay, then now here also sometimes you go wrong when you're connecting those ovals. So from the center I have to see that I'm going equally on both sides. Like I'll put dots at equal distance from the center, and then I'm going to connect this, then I'm going to connect this. So all my things which are symmetrical, you'll have to do it like this, otherwise you'll never get it right. A lot of people struggle a lot with this still life, and I understand that this is not an easy topic, this is a difficult topic. Achieving symmetry is not easy, but yes, with practice it will come. All right, so then I'm going to draw a long, maybe a rectangle. You could just do an oval and do it, but if you think that you're not getting your ovals right, so this is just another method. So I have a rectangle, and then I'm going to connect this. Okay, so from here I'm going to connect. Let me do one side first. So I have done one side. Now for the other side, what I will check is that the distance. How far am I going from this line? Okay, so you'll have to mark that. Otherwise, if this is bigger and this is smaller, again you have screwed the symmetry. So then I'm going to go like that. So you can put marks here as well to compare. Okay, both sides, and then okay, I'm going to take that. So like that. All right, so that way I'm going to, so maybe till here I'm going to take that. So from the center, both sides should be equal. That's what you'll have to keep checking. Okay, so then I'm going to connect it. All right, and then at the bottom you can draw a sphere and just remove those lines. So I've got a nice pot with a long neck. Then you can go creative and you can add those handles and all. Okay, here a circle, and then it is going parallel, and then at the end you've kind of, so yes, you can do you can get very creative and make fancy pots like that. And okay, yes, so I want you to see, look at different things in your house, that has like a lot of symmetry, and try this exercise of still life. Another very simple, like your glass, the cup that you use for tea and all, your kettle, all that you can give it a try. Okay, for example, the cup is nothing but a sphere at the top. So if you don't do these basic things, you will always keep struggling with the things which are more difficult. Okay, like your portraits and all. Everything is about shapes. So you have to brush up on your shapes before trying out on difficult subjects. Your animals, your birds, everything. So okay, I'm going to keep that slightly less, the mouth. And then I'm going to take that down, that straight line, and let's say this is the size of this is the length of the cup. Now this one will be smaller than this one. Okay, and then you connect it. So maybe one side you just connect it, okay, and then you do the other side. So for doing the other side also, you can like see that is it the same distance or it's going slightly out. I think it's going slightly out. So I'm also going to go take that out and keep matching it, and then join it with your alright. I feel so you'll have to keep matching, maybe put more. Okay, that's better. Put more lines in between and check the distance, and you will know where you have gone wrong. Okay, and then a sphere at the bottom. It's a sphere, but you will take that line off, and then you add your, let me make that slightly softer. See, you can't really erase much with this pencil, so I would recommend you to use 2Bs or HB to start with. Yes. So like that you have to practice a lot of still lifes